storyline na galing sila sa 0-2, pare sila ng STIU Olympians. It's a matter of resetting yung composition.
So naghihintay sila ng magandang opportunity. Hindi sila agad yung nape-pressure when it comes to those kind of...
Pressure ang Signal Ultra Warriors against the fans of SUHA Execution Punishers as we're gonna head on to a short break. And sa pagbabalik natin, makikita nyo na ang mainit na laban between Signal Ultra Warriors versus SUHA Execution Punishers. We'll be back. Live here in Eastern Kansas City, welcome to the Nationals. Good afternoon everyone, my name is Seville, the courtside reporter, bringing you all the exciting matches for today. Today is the fourth day of the Nationals, and meanwhile, Los Auto Group Tibag Esports Eagles are really doing a good job on their matches, winning against Happy Feet Emperors and STIE Olympians, knowing that this is their first appearance on the Nationals, and they are really a big threat to all of our teams. I'm really excited on the highlight for today, which is SUHA Execution Punishers versus Signal Ultra Warriors. They're already battling each other since Conference 1, and they had big roster changes as well, and a lot of things to offer, and we had the voting on our page. Well, SUHA Execution Punishers won by 84%, and meanwhile, Signal Ultra Warriors are leading on the leaderboards, so let's check it out. And again, to all the people who's watching right now, be sure to also watch your broadcast of the Nationals on Pay TV at One Sports and EGG Network via Signal TV, and on Free TV at 5 Plus via ESPN 5. And the Nationals would also like to thank PayMaya, our official digital payments partner. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at PH Nationals. And again, for our first game, we have Signal Ultra Warriors versus SUHA Execution Punishers. I'm really excited about this, and I know you're excited about this as well. So best of 3 on Casters. Let's go. Maraming salamat, Vil. And yun nga, sobrang excited din na ako para makita, para sa match na parating na to. Kasi Signal Ultra Warriors versus SUHA Execution Punishers. Again, ina-expect ng mga tao na SUHA Execution Punishers hindi naman sinasabing sure win, pero parang mas maganda kasi, mas maganda kasi yung pinapakita na ng performance compared to Signal Ultra Warriors. Pero kasi ako, mas gusto ko nakikita yung potential chance na mag-bounce back yung isang team. Like for example, STIU Olympians. Mas excited ako sa mga ganung matches compared sa, let's say, PLDT Smart Omega versus Beren E-Pro.
Tomorrow, parang yung mas gusto mo merong laban.
Oo,
yung
kasi gusto ko, palag-palag lahat ng teams, di ba? So, equal footing. And now, talking about this matchup, hindi naman nagkakalayo. I would give the draft advantage to Signal Ultra Warriors kasi for the past few matches na nilalaro nila, they really understand kung ano yung possible openers ng mga kalaban. And they have this set of bats na nakaprepare talaga. And yung first 3 picks, lalo pag nasa blue team sila, sobrang solid eh.
Indeed. Talagang more unfavorable sa drafting. Kasi napakalaking potential, napakalaking advantage kapag lamang ka na agad sa draft. Kumbaga, mas madali mo lang i-engage, mas madali mo i-initiate yung plano mo. But it's all about execution for me. I do agree when it comes to drafting Signal Ultra had the very big chance or very big lead, but SUHA Execution Punishers, I still believe in early game talaga eh. Kumbaga parang kapag nakapitalize mo na agad yung early game, it is easier for you to snowball into the late game. Pero naman, pag mapatay ng late game, SUHA Execution, rather, Signal Ultra Warriors will have the lead for now.
Yun nga yung scary part about this head-to-head matchup. You have a very aggressive team in the form of SUHA Execution Punishers. They really like establishing control. Early game pa lang, yung rotations nila, it's meant to, establish this form of territorial control against any other team. And meanwhile, Signal Ultra Warriors talagang yung super defensive early game, yun lang yung ginagawa nila. They have this amazing rotation na talagang ang hirap basagin. Hindi siya aggressive in nature. Pero the thing about these kinds of games is that kapag nakuha kasi ng Signal Ultra Warriors yung draft that is meant to defend against the early game, tapos umabot tayo ng late game, it's really on the hands of Signal Ultra Warriors.
Talagang sobrang hindi siya quite unpredictable. Kung sino man nalito 4-hour series right now, and think about it, this is a best of 3. So talagang tingin ko it's either 2-1, malabo magka 2-0 ngayong first series na ito.
Yeah, kasi parang if ever man makuha ng SUHA Execution Punishers yung lead, nandun naman yung momentum, pero yung bounce back na again ng Signal Ultra Warriors, pinag-uusapan natin. Now, talking about the featured players here, it's gonna be Eson from the Warriors side and Dia naman for the Punishers. Both tank support for each respective teams. Ano ba yung pinagkaiba ng dalawang players ito?
Tingin ko talaga more on patiently waiting more on objectives, disrupting the resources and disrupting yung play style ni Ison. Nakita natin siya sa pagka-franco niya, talagang prioritization niya. They're not giving any opportunity for the opponents to take down the blue buffs. Ang laking bagay na, especially for the early game. And maintaining that momentum is also a big advantage for them to transition to the mid game. Pero sa side din naman ng SUHA Execution Punishers, again, they're more of an aggressive side din sa nakikita sa laruan nila. So it will really help for them to establish the early game.
Yan na nga ang ating makikita for this first game of this series between Signal Ultra Warriors versus SUHA Execution Punishers. Draft is already underway. First ban will be Sams here for Signal Ultra Warriors and Kufra naman for the Punishers.
Well, para sa akin, napakaganda talaga. Highly contested. Bukod sa Hylos, yung Kufra para sa side ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Nakita naman natin dito, that's how disruptive it is. Ang dami niyang pwedeng kontra with the Tyrant's Revenge and with the Tyrant's Rage, napakadali niyang magbigay ng control or at least an opening for the rest of the team to catch out those enemies who got caught inside the Tyrant's Rage.
And again, ito yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, yung openers talaga ng Signal Ultra Warriors, lalo pag blue team sila, pinoprotektan nila yung first pick. Now, binan nila yung Sam. So, SUHA Execution Punishers dito, they're forced to ban out the Kufra kasi baka kunin ng Signal yan. And ang ginawa ng Signal dito, tinanggal nila yung export for their Hylos first pick. Joe is removed by SUHA Execution Punishers, so we might see a Grok or a Hylos here for the first pick.
Grok is a very good first pick potential. Nakita natin before, since day one, na highly contested talaga. It's either ban or pick the Grok. But right now, they have the opportunity to pick this one out, so they will go hyper-aggressively, which is one of the best roles if you want to play with this Grok right here. Power of Nature, ikot ka agad, clear out agad yung creep wave, and again, maintain this jungle advantage when it comes to skirmishes.
Yeah, and hindi lang yun. Grok can't play aggressive only. Pwede ring defensive yan.
Tama.
Sobrang hirap i-invade ng kalaban mo pag merong Grok because of the nature of the hero. Sobrang unat sa frontliner lang talaga. So Execution Punishers dito, they're gonna pick up the Harit and alongside the Hylos.
Magandang control to. Really surprising for SUHA Execution Punishers. They have already a counter for that Grok. Again, parang double-sided point siya. Pwede gamitin yung Glorious Pathway para lang makatakas ka agad dun sa wall ni Grok, and they can also disengage. Pwedeng humabol kung sakaling pwedeng makatakas si Grok dito when it comes to initiation.
Yep, and Lolita will be the choice here for Signal Ultra Warriors. No question, nakita naman natin on Thursday, Eson on that hero really destroys your team fight. Kasi kapag hindi mo siya napatay, his ability to reset the team fight kapag nakahuli kayo sa Numenon Dash, it's gonna be over for you.
That's true. And again, with the mobility of the charge, the first kill of Lolita can easily catch the backlines, and this is what they need against the Harit. Control the Harit as soon as possible, prevent him from using his chrono dashes after using the Zaman Force. So it's really easy for Signal Ultra Warriors to catch out the backlines, especially na meron silang Grok.
Medyo interesting, no? Hindi pa nakagagalaw si Kaja. I think this is the first time na hindi siya pinansin for the first phase. Esmeralda will be the choice here for SUHA Execution Punishers. Ngayon, kita na ng signal na dalawang mage yung papatakbuhin ng SUHA Execution Punishers dito. Pero what's interesting is that napuwersa kasi silang humanap ng isa pang mage dahil sa Leomord pick. Yung nature ng Hylos at Harit, it is disrupted by the Phantom Steed ni Leomord.
Pati, nakikita ko ngayon sa Leomord is more of an arrival Leomord na. Baga, pagka-rival abusing that movement speed plus the ultimate phantom steed, huling-huli ka agad yung backline sila. So kailangan talaga nila ng isa pang mage na medyo makunat, which is the Esmeralda, to at least disrupt. Use the Falling Starman to stop the Leomord from running away and then drain him out as soon as possible, which is medyo risky nga din talaga dito sa side ng SUHA Excavation Partnership because they're going for a double mage composition. So there will be no marksman anymore. And when it comes to nature of the team, we will see this aggressive play by SUHA Excavation Partnership kasi early game na din talaga nagpa-power spike ka agad yung mage compared to marksman. But let's see if Signal Ultra Wars will go for marksman instead.
Oh, changi man. Nakita naman natin yan. Di ba kapag nilalabas yung Zaman Force saka yung Glorious Pathway, tapatan mo lang yung direksyon.
Picture shower lang.
Paulanan mo. Paulanan naman ng stars, di ba?
Indeed. Pati ang hirap din yan kasi kapag meron Chang sa side ng Signal Ultra Wars plus merong tang Grok, isang Guardian's Barrier lang, wala agad makakatakas, especially for those very small choke points. Ang bilis mong patamain, ang dali mong patamain yung Meteor Shower.
Yeah. Medyo weird na inuna nila yung tank, pero I think they're trying to hide the fighter first. And Carry will be the choice here for Signal Ultra Warriors. Again, they really want the late game. Granger is one choice. There's a Hylos on the other side. Pero I think they're scared against the Esmeralda and the Akai.
Yep. At sobrang tanky na rin kasi talaga ng first 4 picks dito ng SUHA Execution Punishers, and Carry is one of the best heroes who can burst down all of those tanks using the light wheel mark. And Lunox will be secured here by Signal Ultra Warriors. I think this will be the Lunox of Desanya for sure. And again, ang dami rin kasing crowd control dito ng yung SUHA Execution Punishers. As you can see, they have the Zaman Force, they have a lot of slow, they have the Glorious Pathway, and the Order of Brilliance will give a little bit of space for this for the Lunox to at least reposition himself before using the barrage of the Chaos Darkening.
I'm really thinking of a hero dito for SUHA Execution Punishers na fighter. I think last choice nila is the Hayabusa.
Pwede.
Parang wala. Okay, Masha.
Yep, since they lack that objective data. Tingin ko okay din kung Masha dito. Parang papahabulin nila lagi dito yung Masha. At least, they can go as 4. They can go, they can initiate as 4 without the Masha. But Masha will still provide a lot of pressure in a different lane para lang hindi agad nakapag-stick yung Signal Ultra Warriors as 5.
My only qualms with the Masha pick is that there's a Leomord and the Lunox on the playing field here for Signal Ultra Warriors. So hindi siya ganun reliable during the team fight. Pero what can Masha provide in this game is the ability to split push and threaten Signal Ultra Warriors objective. Remember, may Carry sa side ng Warriors. So hindi ganun kadali humanap ng objective dahil may maiiwan ka talaga late.
Indeed. Nako, pero tingin ko dito, ano talaga yun, lahat nagtitimpla to sa oras. Lahat.
Yeah, for sure.
Depende kung sakaling maging successful yung first early game, especially for the Harriet, kapag nakuha niya agad yung level 4 niya, it will be much more favorable sa side ng SUHA Execution Punch. But we all know na isa pa sa mga comfort heroes o comfort picks ng Signal Ultra Wars is the Carry. So again, kahit dalawang core item lang, if he's able to get his end this battle, maybe a Demon Hunter Sword as early as 6 minutes, that will be a very good start for the Carry.
Now, talking about conditions here for both teams, I think for Signal Ultra Wars, they just need a faster tempo on the Lunox para makontrol niya Esmeralda and the Harriet. And on the side of SUHA Execution Punishers naman, just have a good game on the Harriet.
Indeed. Kailangan agad niya makuha agad yung power spike niya. But let's go ahead and go into the Land of Dawn. This is the first series of our day 4, Signal Ultra Wars versus SUHA Execution Punishers. A little bit of skirmishes here in the middle lane. Ang sakit talaga ng Power of Nature, man. Pagka sabihin mo na-nerf yan ng onte, yung Power of Nature pa rin taga niya, ang daling mag-clear ng waves. And with that, they will try to go into their respective blues. Again, especially for the mages, they really need to get that blues to get their momentum up and running.
Yeah, pero look at the rotation na ginagawa ng Leomord sa top lane. He's trying to look for the Esmeralda para hindi basta-basta makuha yung green buff. And I think nanakaw niya ata yun.
Yeah, I think so. Tingin ko, kasi sumalubsog din siya sa pinakalobe.
Ang dali lang nakawin nun pag Leomord ka.
Oo. Yung yung tamang timing lang ng momentum is really difficult at wala ka na magagawa once na-charge up niya na rin yun. And it's still a very good laning matchup here.
Oh, hey, stealing the hindi niya nakuha. Nakuha pa rin ni Eson. Grabe si Eson, no? Last hitter talaga.
Oo. Tingin ko yung pinapractice nila especially for the tanks and support.
Blocking off the two heroes of SUHA Execution Punishers dito, and Dian, ibibigay niya na yung kanyang buhay. That's the first blood taken by the Lunox. And ito na naman yung hinahanap natin for Signal Ultra Warriors. Just have a faster pace on the Lunox, pero hate, gumagawa ng responde dito, trying to go for Fume, pero hindi enough, nakahuli siya ni Eson!
Wow! Ang ganda ng timing doon ni Ison. Talagang hinintay niya na talagang sumulubsob at tumama ka agad. Mag-soak muna siya ng damage from the turrets and getting that charge on the perfect timing, giving a little bit more space for few to get those phantom step at siya pa yung nakakuha ng last hit.
And I think minalas din si Hit doon. Yung huling labas niya ng chrono dash, hindi nag-refresh. So hindi siya kagad nakapag-dash and pinukpuk kagad siya ni Eson. Alam mo, basic na kay Eson to eh. Ang hilig niya mambukbuk ng Haris.
Totoo, men. Pati yung timing talaga niya, saktong-sakto. And talking about timing
Oh,
here.
the block! Pero tumala na si May dito with the falling star moon. Ito na yung Phantom Steed na labas na. Pero here comes the Haris. Examine Force being used and mapapatay nila si Grok. Design niya dito lalabas, mapapatay niya Haris. Pero wala na siyang Darkening. And double kill will be taken by the Esmeralda.
And this is one of the strengths of a double mage composition. Ang aga kagad na pwede ka mag-dish out ng magical damage. And this is one of the best heroes who can do that. Numinon blast into 3. At least able to control the turtle, but is he able to get that last hit? Mukhang hindi ata hahabot si Hate na makakasecure nun. 3, 4 against 2 mga kaibigan, and they need to disengage for now since wala rin namang pang the damage dealer yung Signal Ultra Wars as of the moment.
Yep, you're already seeing the aggression of the Punisher squad during the early game, pero naho-hold back sila ng Signal Ultra Wars. Now looking at the net worth, lamang pa nga yung Warriors dito.
At right now, talagang control muna. Since medyo na-offbeat dito yung SUHA Excavation Punishers, they need to control all of their resources first and then give a little bit of space again. They're looking for a target. I think they're also waiting for the cannon, next cannon dito para mas madali sila makapag-push out. And I think they're really eyeing for that middle lane to at least making it more easier for them to invade the jungle.
Alam mo, may lason yung yung for the longest time, sinasabi natin, kapag nag-examine force yung Harit, you just need to use the Order of Brilliance. Kaso, ang problema kasi, medyo kulang pa yung damage ng Brilliance during the early game. I think if you went for the Darkening there, medyo mas kaya nila yung teamfight niya against SUHA Execution Punches. Kasi paglabas niya, wala na silang damage output.
Pati ang hirap na rin ikasa nun. Isip mo, Phantom Steed, they're trying to catch out May, mukhang hindi yata umabot. Glorious Pathway para kay Dian. Disanya still in the backline trying to help the rest of the crew. But unfortunately, there's no respawn. Medyo malayo kasi nakukontrol sila sa baba rin. And also with the Zaman Force plus the Turtle buff, able to push back away and at least control a little bit of farming time for few para sa kanyang carry.
Again, we have to look at the split pressure na pwedeng dalhin ng SUHA Execution Punishers. During that skirmish with may top lane, tatlo sila doon, dalawa yung nasa baba. Alam ng SUHA na ito yung pinakamahina nilang lane. Kaya sabi nila, huwag natin kumansirin, dalhin natin yung pressure sa may taas. Ngayon, yung Masha, nagpupa siya may middle lane. That's why they're going for the very aggressive play dito sa may bottom lane. They don't care kung wala silang makuha. Masha is able to take the turret down in the middle lane.
Objective lang. Kumbaga, yung pinuhunan mo na oras dun sa bottom lane, at least able, order free at perfect time pero si May with the flicker in, Stardust Dance, not enough, and he will just go back. Tingin ko medyo, hindi tumama yung unang damage ng Stardust Dance, tumama lang yung pangalawa. But still, again, SUHA Excavation Punishers capitalizing on this opportunity, taking down another turret away from Signal Ultra Warriors.
I think in-overestimate ni Esmeralda yung damage out dito. Isang tap na lang eh. Isang tap na lang. Sana binalikan niya pero he doesn't want to be punished here kasi sila nga yung punishers, pun intended. So Signal Ultra Warriors, hindi pa rin sila talaga makaharap ng breathing room dito against SUHA Execution Punishers. Calamity Reaper is already up for the Harit and the Esmeralda. This is the power spike na hinahanap nila ngayon. Looking at the Signal Ultra Warriors side, wala pang buong core item yung mga heroes nila.
Yep, at meron din silang Courage Mask from the Akai, which really helped them a lot when it comes to the small skirmishes, wild charge naman si May and Phantom Kiss. Talagang pinofocus. Glorious Pathway is not enough though. Flap Ride Rado, tinama pa rin siya ng kanyang Falling Star Moon, and that is secured 2-0 kill sa side ng SUHA Excavation Punishers.
Grabe yung laban na yun, nagkaroon ng obtuse angle, Kuya Tats.
Men. Kumaga,
yung Zaman Force nasa kanan, yung Glorious Pathway pakaliwa.
Talagang kulong na kulong, men. Wala talagang takas. Kasi pipili ka na lang eh. Papayag ka ba na doon ka dadaan sa Zaman Force na nandun yung Harit or doon ka dadaan sa Glorious Pathway?
May bakot eh.
May bakot talaga, men.
Grabe yung Execution Punishers dito, binabakuran. Bawal yan.
Bawal, hindi pwedeng tumakas dito. At kaka-cooldown lang. Tollgate na naman.
Tollgate na, tol.
Using those chrono dashes, securing another objective away from Signal Ultra Wars. And this is what we're talking about since earlier. Parang nature talaga ng SUHA Excavation Punishers to play early, maintain that aggressiveness, and also not giving any opportunity for their enemies to take all of their resources. As early as nakakuha sila ng isang turret, take down kaagad yung mga resources doon kahit saang angulo man ng mapa.
Oh, may seeing few here. Tumalon si Few dito, remember pero medyo makulit yung Esmeralda. So, wala siyang pakialam kahit ilang atake yung lumabas mula kay Kari. And here comes the falling storm. Pero blast kinakasin ni Eson. Tatama sa apat! Pero kulang talaga yung damage yung output. Pero si Lard dito, with the Hurricane Dance, hindi siya na-right-click ni Kari dito. Pero mapapatay pa rin nila si Hylos at si Akai. And Signal Ultrawars, they're fighting back. T is falling very low and Harit using the Chrono Dash to take down the Grok. Pero sa may backlash, nagkakabal, killing down the Luno Phantom Seed already being used by the Limo. Wow. Falling Storm naman galing kay May. And mapapatay niya dito si Eson. Maybe double kill for the Esmeralda and Hate. Hindi pa tayo sa boss. Hakabulin kita, kamukha kita. Pero ako ang totoong champion, mga kaibigan.
Sabi ni Hate dito, gusto mo akong habulin ha? Ginagamit niya na yung Chrono Dashes para hindi siya mahabol yung Leomord. 2 beses niya inulit yun. At nung nagkaroon siya ng timing na okay, kayang-kaya ng lifesteal ko, kayang-kaya ng Chrono Dashes ko, and also with the Synchrovision to dish you out, oras na nga binili niya. And he is able to catch out the Leomord again, plus securing another turret on the middle lane.
Grabe si Lard. Yan ang matatag na tank. Mamamatay na, nag-Hurricane Dance pa.
Hurricane Dance pa, ano. Pero ang laking bagay ng Hurricane Dance na yun, men. Hindi nakagamit ng Chaos Assault dito yung si Lunok.
Yep.
At he was forced to use his Order of Bills to run away. Pero hinabol pa rin siya ni May using his Esmeralda to secure that kill.
Tsaka 2 seconds na yun, 2 seconds na din sa team fight, umabot yung pangalawang Falling Star Moon.
Oh, man.
Ni Esmeralda, and that secured the team fight here for SUHA Execution Punishers. Ang ganda talaga nung re-engage na ginawa ni Eson. Unfortunately, this is the illness of the carry. Kulang ka talaga sa early game.
Pati isipin mo, kailangan mo agad makakuha ng farm eh. Kumbaga, mas priority mo yung farm. But as long as napo-force ka ng SUHA Execution Punishers to fight as early as 7 minutes or 5 minutes, it will be a very big problem. Nagkapagan ng Hurricane Dance dito. Kay Dean, with the blast, catching out one. It's just only the Harith. But with the Glorious Pathway, hindi sila makakadaan dun sa side na yun at hindi sila makaka-engage. That is a free kill sa side ng SXP right now. And there's no contest at all. Ang hirap talaga na meron kang Hylos at meron kang Harith at the same time.
Grabe din yung presence of mind ni Lard. Nung nakita niyang tumama yung blender, nagtumalon kagad siya for the stun and using the Hurricane Dance to lock down the Lunox. Alam nila, the majority of the damage that can come out from Signal Ultrawars, it's gonna come out from the Lunox.
Pati ang hirap kasi talaga. Kahit si Flap, looking at this KDA 032 at the moment with the Bounty Hunter, hindi pa ganun kalakas yung presence niya for now. Yes, there's a Bloodlust Axe, but you still lack those damage. And you need to go in as soon as possible, but it is really difficult dahil dun sa Glorious Pathway and dun sa Zaman Force niya.
Alam mo, baliktad yung item ni Hylos tsaka ni Akai, no? Yung Crest Helmet na kay Hylos.
Salamat.
Oh,
Queen's Wings na kay Akai.
Na kay Akai. Tagang ano lang eh, alam kasi ni Lord din talaga napababad
siya yung
talaga
front line eh. Hindi si Hylos eh. In this game, siya talaga yung mauna for SUHA Execution Punishers. It's gonna allow the free space for Harit and Esmeralda to engage. And si Eto Maxuman, tamang backline lang muna. Kailangan niyang patayin kasi yung mga heroes kapag nandun na yung mga tropa niya sa unahan. And tignan mo naman yung Lord Tech with the Masha. Sobrang bilis lang. Eson dito, sabi nila, ikaw ang nakapagligtas ng team fight ng Signal Ultrawires. Sige, ikaw ang uunahin namin. Mamakatay agad yung Lolita. And look at Lard once again. Zoning out the Lunox. Hindi sila makaharap ng laban dito for Signal Ultra Warriors.
Ang ganda ng call dito ng SXP, mga kaibigan. Talagang pinaseparate lang nila. Nakita sila ng opportunity. However, the damage from the Ring of Punishment really bursting Flap out. At ang bagal niya, isipin mo, movement speed, 5% movement speed every step.
Hate? Oh my God, nakuha ni Hate. Nakuha ni Disanya.
Nakuha ni Disanya, but still a very small win for Signal Ultra. Pero kailangan pa rin niya yun eh. It's still Disanya with this Lunox. Kaso magiging problema dito, hindi pa rin enough yung damage nila kahit si Carry.
Countdown tayo, Kuya Tads. Yung Masha sa baba, gano'ng kabilis yung push na yan? Hindi, pumalis sa middle lane. They want the middle lane turret alongside the Lord Chrono Dash coming out from the Harit. Then nilabasan rin yung Zaman Force. Mapapatay si Akai dito with the carry, pero numimdas sa tama from Eson. Pero SUHA Execution Punishers, they're playing the objective game. Hindi nila nilalabanan Signal Ultra Warriors. Walang late game. Gusto namin yung Tore, mamamatay si Dianta. Hylos is down. And that's Leomord taking the kill. Pero look at Lord. May going in. Si Pew hindi mamamatay dito. Pero Max, oh my God, getting the kill here on the carry. Zaman Force being used by the Harit. And bukas na yung base ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Meron na ang ubos din. Ang SUHA Execution Punishers, unstoppable is this Harit. Pero wala na siyang Zaman Force. Chrono Dash. Asan yung Chrono Dash mo? Hate. And ito na naghahabol na yung Signal Ultra Warriors. This is the final chance that they're gonna be able to take.
It's a very risky, skirmish sa side ng SXP doon kanina. And we've seen May using his flicker, going inside, while trying to catch out the carry because alam niya na talagang ito na yung opportunity ng carry na na makapag-dish out ng damage. But unfortunately, hindi nila na-estimate na kailangan na hindi agad nila napatay rather si Carry with using his Phantom Step. At ito yung opportunity na hinihintay ng Signal Ultra Warriors na magkamali yung other team. And now that they need, or now that they have the proper opportunity or the momentum or at least a little bit of breathing space, there's still a big potential sa side ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Sabi natin kanina, they're one of the teams na sobrang sanay na sa late game.
That's not where you want to be. A rival being used there. Sino yung pupunta? And this is the Hylos para tulungan yung kanyang Masha. Glorious pathway nila pag na hindi yan dito.
Ang ganda ng Hurricane!
Lars with the Hurricane dance! Oh my God! It's gonna wipe Signal Ultra Warriors there. Pero si Plat dito makakatakbuhan. Mapapatay niya yung Masha. Pero at what cost mga kaibigan? Wala na si Leeward.
Wow.
It's just the Grok. And bukas yung middle lane. Ladies and gentlemen, SUHA Execution punishes Signal Ultra Warriors falling Stormon just to seal the deal against D. Pero apat na yung papasok sa middle lane here for SUHA Execution punishes. 7 force to end the game. And this is the first game going to SUHA Execution Punishers.
Ang ganda ng pagkakaipit, ang ganda rin ng pagkaka-glorious pathway kanina. Controlling 3 heroes, nung pagkapasok ng glorious pathway na puwersa agad yung Signal Ultra Warriors na bumaba. At nung nakita ni Akay na bumaba ni mga heroes, saktong-sakto yung pagkaka-hurricane dance niya. Locking 3, I think that was 4 or 3 heroes inside ng Signal Ultra Warriors.
Even 4, diba? Ang masama kasi doon, yung glorious pathway, tinakbuhan nila. Nag-collapse sila sa baba kasi nandun yung Masha. Sabi nila, uy, apat to. Saktong-sakto, biglang umikot, yun yung opportunity na hinihintay nila. Yeah, I think if we're gonna look for an MVP here, no doubt, hands down, it's the Akai.
Oo, man.
Grabe yung mga lockdown niya ron. First of all, yung Lunox talagang hindi makaharap ng game dahil sa kanya. And on that time, yes, nakapag-arrival yung Hylos. It was a very nice play. Na-punish nila yung greediness ng Signal Ultra Warriors to take down Masha. Pero it was the Hurricane Dance that stopped Signal Ultra Warriors from dishing out any form of damage. Kasi kung mapatay si Masha doon, kahit makapag-Hurricane Dance si Akai, and kahit may napag yung Glorious Pathway ng tamang-tama, buhay pa rin yung Lunox eh.
Buhay pa rin talaga yung Lunox. Pati ang ganda ng prioritization nila dito ng SXP rather. And again, taking down, shutting down Flap as early as 5 minutes.
Makakapag-threaten sila ng dalawang lane, pero they wanted to end the game at that point. Pero that's not the play that you were looking for. Unfortunately for them, that punish alone dun sa yung Masha kill, it secured the game here for SUHA Execution Punishers.
That's a very wise choice. Again, prioritizing. Kung mailangan mo talaga kung kaya ba natin to, maganda ba yung timing natin, maganda ba yung pagkakaset up. At sa pagkakaset up lang talaga ng Hylos, ang laki agad ng opportunity na bigyan nila. Especially from that slow sa glorious pathway, ang daming opening na binigay for the Akai to use his Hurricane Dance. Pero what a spectacular game we have witnessed, ladies and gentlemen. And we do have our MVP of the game. We have Harith, 63%, KDA of 527. Well, I think I do understand because kasi siya rin lagi nagdi-dish out ng damage. But they also establishing that early momentum or that early advantage, taking down all of the turrets. But for me, if you're going to ask me, yung Hurricane Dance talaga ng Akai doon, Hillard.
Yung again, sinabi mo yung early game rotation ni Harith, it allowed SUHA Execution Punishers to have this street against Signal Ultra Warriors kasi medyo na-outmaneuver talaga sila yung first parts. Pero yung Harith, again, bigyan mo lang ng good game, he's gonna be able to take over this game here for SUHA Execution Punishers. And alam mo, ang masasabi ko lang, 84%.
Oh man, 84% talaga.
84% wins games.
Ang taas din kasi, alam din kasi ng community natin na mainit din talaga ang SUHA Execution Punishers. At tingin ko, they do understand na yung playstyle din talaga. Mahilig talaga sila mag-early game. At nakita naman natin yung kanina, once na nag-online ka agad yung Harith, dire-diretso na sila. They're able to shut down all the priority heroes. At even si Lord, nahirapan din siyang makakuha ng farm kagad.
Yeah, very very amazing game here for SUHA Execution Punishers. Let's see if makakapag-bounce back pa ang Signal Ultra Warriors dito and claim the throne back as the late game kings. Yan ang papanood natin sa pagbabalik ng The Nationals. As promised, ladies and gentlemen, the Nationals never fails to give you hot matches and intense games. And ito, Signal Ultra Warriors versus SUHA Execution Punishers. Right now, we are on our second game of the series after the very heartbreaking moment sa game na yun nung nahuli ni Lard yung apat. Again, we are your shotcasters. My name is Midnight.
Ito kami si TDZ at kami magdi-deliver sa inyo ng action-packed, especially for this series right here. And we're on our second game right now for our first series today. At nakita natin kanina kung paano pinanish ng SXP, ng Signal Ultra Wars kanina, with just one wrong decision sa side ng Signal Ultra Wars dito. Pero tingin ko rin kasi sobrang safety na lang din ang bagay. Wala silang opportunity. Nakita ko yung replay natin kanina. Perfect yung pagkakaangulo nila ng Glorious Pathway. Talagang winners na tayo ng SXP na bumaba yung Signal Ultra Wars sa bottom lane. Kaya sila nakahuli ng apat.
Kaya ako nasabing heartbreaking kasi parang for Signal Ultra Wars, that's the polish that they were looking for. Lumabas na si Etomax. Actually, nagkamali na nga sila. Etomax tried to end the game at that point. Na naramdaman niya, lambot pala talaga ni Masha. Hinira siya nung main turret. Tapos nung nahuli siya sa labas, ito yung factor ng arrival talaga. You can never expect na kapag mag-isa yung hero, mag-isa lang talaga siya, lalo pag may kadikit na minion wave. Kasi with the response na nakuha niya ron, with the reinforcement na dinala ng SUHA Execution Punishers, they were ready for that engagement. And I think medyo bait pa nga yun.
Oo. Tingin ko para sa akin, parang bait na din yun setup. Since alam nila na, okay, lagi nyo pinaprioritize yung Masha namin, o sige, hanap tayo ng isang magandang sitwasyon na marami agad heroes na nandun. And with that arrival, perfectly timed arrival, nakahuli sila.
And that was game 1, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, we are on our second game of this series. Hylos first ban for SUHA Execution Punishers and Grot naman for Signal Ultra Warriors.
At napakagandang ban for me sa side ng SUHA Execution Punishers. They've seen na, okay, sige, since hindi natin i-first priority pick yung Hylos, let's just rather remove it.
Yeah.
At kasi mas maganda kasi kapag meron kang Hylos, kapag na-secure mo agad yung yung Harit which is almost automatically being a very good opener kapag red side ka. Pero kapag blue side ka naman talaga, I think it's okay na pwede mong i-first pick yung Hylos, pero makakontrol ka agad yan ng Signal Ultra Wars just in case.
Yeah, definitely. And for Signal Ultra Wars dito, already seeing the Kufra ban from the Punisher squad. I think ang magiging labanan dito ng openers is yung Export.
Export is a very good opener as well.
Yeah. Pero I think for Signal Ultra Wars, just let it go Kasi kapag ginawa nila yung Export dito, you have this threat na pwede mong kunin yung Akai Lolita or even the yung Kaja. Kaja Akai.
Kaja is a good opener dito sa side ng SXP.
Binigay talaga Export.
Oo. Export or Kaja.
There you go. Yeah. And that should probably be the Kaja Lolita or Kaja Akai. Bumabag guys season 1 Kaja Akai.
Yung mga catch yung mga ganitong klaseng mga drafting.
Yep.
Kaja is a very good pick here. Para maganda rin naman talaga na pang-control early game. And also a deny pick, a very good deny pick rin sa side ng SXP since if you want to play aggressively or if you want to maintain that early game prowess, you need to secure those catching heroes na dalawa rin talaga sa mga very good heroes that can catch out an enemy. Target is the Kaja and also the Cho. Again, we have the Dragon plus the Divine Judgment.
Interestingly enough, if this is the previous roster of Signal Ultra Warriors, they would never do this. Kasi isa lang yung naglalaro ng Cho Now with Flap on this roster. Cho kasi si Flap. So this is a Kaja Cho. Pero ang problema, hindi mo alam kung anong role ng Cho. Now, SUHA Execution Punishers, they're gonna be forced out. I think this is the Asams and the Kari. Para lang may sagot sila doon sa susunod na pick ng Signal Ultra Warriors dito. Kasi kapag kinuha nila yung Asams, tapos sinama mo na Lolita, this should be the carry already for Signal Ultra Warriors. No doubt.
Carry for sure since meron din sila na Thams and also the Esmeralda and one of the best ways for them to remove the Firaga armor of Export is just by using dish out mo na lagi yung mga lightning mark dito ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Pero tingin ko they have enough okay lang din naman na mag-carry sila as early as right now. But then I think they will prioritize the Akai. So, ang dami nilang control. I think this will be a fighter Cho for sure. And he will be the ones going to contest the lane against the Thams of SXP.
Yeah, I understand why SUHA Execution Punishers stole the Thams kasi meron silang Export. Export can't really lane against the Thams. Di talaga niya kaya yung suntukan na yun. Pero for Signal Ultra Warriors, sinabi mo kanina, pwede na sana nilang i-pick yung carry dito. Pero with the Akai pick, I think baka maban pa nga, Granger yung binan.
Your team is banning.
So they really want the Claude. Ang problema, kapag binan ng Signal Ultra Warriors naman yung Claude and get the carry, Anong kukunin mo for SUHA execution punishes?
Tingin ko yung SXP dito pwede mag-Estes since the way they drafted the first three heroes and then removing the Granger, since Granger lang kasi talaga yung pwede mag-force sa Estes na gamitin agad yung blessing of the Moon Goddess niya. And it's quite mas maganda rin talaga yung timpla. Again, meron kang tatlong hero sa sobrang kunat, tapos dinagdag mo pa yung Estes, mas mahirap silang patayin.
Now, I understand this Rafaela ban. Esmeralda and Rafaela is really good against Akai and Cho kasi ang hirap huliin talaga ng mga heroes nito. And I think we're still looking at the Lunox here for Signal Ultra Warriors. Again, yan yung pinakamalaking problema ng Lunox kapag sobrang mobile ng mga kalaban nila. Pero this should still be the carry for Signal Ultra Warriors. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Disanya special.
Disanya, yeah.
Your team is picking.
Gushen against Esmeralda and Xborg, medyo risky. Kasi if you can take them down, once na ma-burn mo incandescence mo, talagang hahabol-habulin ka yung mga heroes na yan.
Indeed, pati wala pa talaga silang yung perma-disable sa side ng SXP na pwedeng huminto dito sa kay Ison. And Lunox, I think it's kind of okay. Pero tingin ko talaga Digi is okay against Akai, yes, and also the Way of the Dragon. Kasi since ang dami nilang disabled, but Digi will be a very juicy target for the Gushen here just in case.
Marksman, last marksman here for Signal Ultra Wars. This can be a Kimi. Pwede ring Claude. I understand the Gushen pick. It's alongside the Kaja. Medyo classic na yung combination niya. Pero what they lack right now is real damage, yung sustained damage. And I think Kimi provides that. Especially the early game threat of this lineup, it's Akaja, okay, Bruno.
Okay, so they will just go for that physical burst. Since alam natin yung nature ng Bruno, kapag tumatama yung bola niya, the crits will fly out. Kaso ang problema, well, you do have the dash, but on the side of SXP, they also have the reverse time, so they can easily catch you out if ever there's an opportunity to do so. And well, you do have a catch as well sa side ng Signal Ultra Wars. Well, ang dami nga nilang catch kung tutusin. Pero ang magiging problema dito is they need to funnel all of their resources to few, and they need to have this early game na very successful dapat yung laning.
Yeah, and my only problem with the draft of Signal Ultra Wars, it's a heavily reliant on late game. And kapag na-shutdown kasi ng SUHA execution punishes yung Gushen dito on the hands of Disanya, which they can, by the way, may Esmeralda and may Lunox dito, if they ever get that, ang hirap mag-bounce back eh. It's a Bruno eh.
Oo. Pati ang daming, well, one thing ko tagang prioritize on the Bruno, but was aside ng Signal Ultra Wars.
Yun lang talaga. Funnel mo yung
funnel mo
Bruno
lahat.
and hope for the best na hindi ganun kasama yung early game for discussion on Disanya. Pero for the side of Signal Ultra Wars naman, of course, if they ever get naman the snowball on the Gushen, yung sinasabi natin kulang ng damage, darating ang mabilisan eh. Aabot sa point na yung Gushen win a one-hit combo na lahat.
And they need to protect the Gushen. Kailangan niya agad makakuha ng level 4 for them to be successful early game. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is game 2 of our first series, SXP versus CUW. And let's go ahead and introduce our players. Sa side naman ng SUHA execution punishes, we have Lord on the Xborg, Heat naman sa Lunox, May on the Esmeralda, A2 Max sa Thams, and Dian para sa Digi.
And on the right side, you have the Warrior Squad, Flap as the Cho, Disanya sa kanyang Gushen, D on the Kaja, Eson with the Akai, and Few as the Bruno. Alam mo, medyo surprise ako na hindi nila ginalaw yung Lolita in this game.
Oo, man. Mga parang, mas gusto nila yung salpukan kaagad. Parang ganito, si Lord naman with the fire missiles, they're trying to burn out Izon, almost max temperature right now. Pero syempre, with Lord, he can just use all of his yung scraps para makakuha ulit ng Firaga armor, just like so.
Alam mo, cute ng Bruno no? Pinagsisipasi pa yung SUHA execution punishes, pero kulang talaga eh.
Kulang pa rin talaga.
Oo, nag-stack yung damage kay Lord dito, kaya medyo masakit. Pero nakita niyo naman yung attack speed, ang bagal pa.
Ang bagal pa rin talaga. Tingin ko, it's all about skills kung paano mo masasalo agad yung bola para makakuha ka ng mga critical hits. But for now, well, on the top lane, they're just really having a very controlled game sa side ng Signal Ultra Warriors right now. They're doing it patiently. They're just waiting for the Gushen to get his level 4. At kapag nag-level 4 na si Disanya dito, it's already go time for Signal Ultra Warriors.
Yeah, actually curious nga kung nakuha na ng Disanya yung right buff. Kasi galing dun yung SUHA execution punishes. They might have stolen that one. Hate already has his, and ayun, merong buff si Disanya rito. So it's looking very good for Signal Ultra Warriors. They're just waiting for the level 4 ni Disanya. And ayan, meron na siyang incandescence. Pero Lord is already in the middle lane para i-clear and i-pressure yung Signal Ultra Warriors dito.
Oh, they need to play carefully though. Si Lard, wala na Firaga armor. This is what they're waiting for. But they knew Signal Ultra understands na naghihintay lang din yung SXP since they have a lot of heroes missing all throughout the map.
Top lane, it's a stale match, the matchup between Thams and Cho talagang mag-clear lang sila ng wave dito. Pero SUHA Execution Punishes already trying to go for the first objective of their game. It is the turtle, pero Signal Ultrawires, they're not gonna go down without a fight. But nakuha pa rin ni Esmeralda yung turtle here for the Punishers.
At napaganda mo opportunity yun sa side ng SXP. Now that they have the turtle buff, they can just easily roam around the map, pressure each lane since meron din naman kasing time bombs dito si Dian. So they can easily clear out waves and apply a little bit more pressure into the bottom lane, shutting down the lane. However, there's the jump, the first time. Meron siyang Hurricane Dance. He will be pulled back again. Hindi na kailangan ng
Oh, Gushun, not able to burst down. May
yun ang ano niya eh, yun ang tagang priority dito ni Disaan niya eh. Kahit hindi niya napatay, at least you need to save yourself. You need to save yourself para hindi mawala yung momentum mo.
patay sana kung naka-magic worship.
Oo, kung naka-magic yung burn damage.
Nasa
naka-mystery shop siya.
Yung Gushun natin.
Pero tingin ko okay na din naging mystery shop dito
Yeah.
eh. Kaso ang magiging problema, kapag na-control ka early game, hindi na siya ganun kasulit eh.
Oo.
Hindi na siya ganun kasulit. Pero still, very early matchup for Signal Ultrawires. There's still a big threat na mag-snowball dito yung Gushun. Pero hanggat ginagawa dito ng SXP yung rotation nila with a 4-man rotation at hindi binibigyan ng pagkakataon dito si Disanya na makapag-farm, it will be a different situation sa side ng CUW.
Sobrang hirap nung yung lane view. Apat lagi yung nasa mukha niya.
Talagang kinokontrol siya ng kinokontrol,
Yep.
no?
And looking at the middle lane, Thams is already starting to get the maneuver up for SUHA Execution Punishers. Create pressure on two lanes para yung apat sa baba. Hindi ganun kasama yung stalemate against the Bruno from the side of Signal Ultrawires. Oh, pinabalik si Eson dito. Pero meron pa namang 1,000 counter.
At napagandang habo. Isipin mo lang yung meron tagang time bombs, hindi nabibigyan ng pagkakataon dito sa few na makapag-farm. Especially on those, tingin ko yung libre lang na opportunity na makapag-farm siya is dun sa may jungle area, yung isang green buff na yun.
Shoutout kay Nanay
there is
Selin.
always a
Tsaka
contest
kay,
beside ni Dian. Meron silang
Boss
information
Eric,
kung
kay
iikot
Bro
nga ba yung
Eric,
Bruno
shoutout
dito.
sa inyo.
Di, kita ka dyan.
Hindi sila sa loob ng ano dito, ng brush
And Disanya, mukhang mag-fail yung maneuver na ginagawa ng Signal Ultrawires kasi they're looking for a pick-off potential kasi pa-respawn na yung turtle pero nakita nga ng SUHA
Salamat sa
Execution Punishers
pagpunta
yung
po.
push natin pero hindi burstable yung ano na yan, yung export na yan and pinabalik si Eson dito, wala ng Hurricane Dance and Hate with the order of vigilance forcing out the flicker from Eson and here comes Flop with the Cho pero wala pa nagkakatamaan Eson!
Uy, huli ka!
With the Divine Judgment, nahuli si May dito pero medyo makunat with the DK pero na-burst down siya ni Disanya rito with the incandescence combination.
But it gave a lot of opportunity for SXP to push out the top lane.
Yep.
So, ang dali nilang i-access itong jungle area ng CUW sa top lane. And looking at the next objective, we still have the turtle up. So, as you can see, looking at the positioning of SXP here, they're really delegating 4 heroes near the brush area since they knew na yung Signal Ultrawires is hindi rin nila hayaang makuha ulit ng SXP yung turtle.
Yeah, medyo napaasim si Esmeralda rin, no? Knowing na ikaw yung front line for the initiation here. Yes, it's the Thams that is frontlining for you, pero napakaganda dapat na falling stone nun eh. So, kailangan mo na mag-relax ng konti, doon ko muna sa backlines, and once makikita ka naman na entrance, doon ko pumasok turtle, nakuha na Xbox dito, and Signal Ultrawires, they're really fighting back with a very beautiful Hurricane Dance. Pero, is the damage really enough? Disanya comes in with the combination, taking down the Esmeralda Eson, burning from the fires of the X-Boy, and mapapatay nila dito si Kaja. Pero may punish din from Signal Ultrawires, Lunox was taken down.
Ang ganda ng pagkakasave dito ng Diggy, Divine Judgment, isang case assault na lang dito si Disanya at well, okay lang din eh, worth it na inalay niya yung sarili niya since he does have the pull yourself together. So that's 15% death timer reduction at least na-maintain niya yung momentum ni Disanya dito, hindi huminto. Kasi once na namatay ka as a core hero, especially for Gushen, it is really punishable. Since napakadalay mong, yung oras na namatay ka, it should be a farm for you, especially on top of the mystery shop.
Oof, look at the damage of the Bruno. It's starting to hurt, mga kaibigan. Dalawa sila ni Etomax on a Thams na nakakapag-free farm, pero this is really favorable for Signal Ultrawires. This lineup is more late game oriented, pero mind you, palabas pa rin naman yung timing ng SUHA Execution Punishers, which is the mid game. Itong Esmeralda and Lunox na to, sasakit pa to.
Oo. Pero kung tutusin yung yung ikot, yung aggressiveness dito ng SXP is a little bit controlled if you're going to compare it for our game 1, and this is not the points that you're actually looking for if you want to go hyper aggressive. Pero ang Signal Ultrawires dito napakagandang control. They're really giving a little bit of space dito para kay Few. Pero talking about space, what am I talking about? There are 4 heroes here in the top lane. Since kakalipat ang ni Few dito, from the middle lane to top lane, kinokontrol agad.
They can't even invade the turret under this Bruno. And mukhang mapapalis pa sila dito ng Signal Ultra Wires. Pero here comes the punish. Parating na si DX. Dito the burst! Papamatay kagad si X-Borg. By the way, X-Borg yung pinatay. Pero hit on the backlines. Makakakuha ba siya ng kill dito? The combination is really there.
Sa pool yung dalawa.
From Esmeralda. And ito na yung hinaharap ng SUHA Excretion Punisher. Shutdown on this Goshen. And hindi pa tapos si May. Hinahabol niya si Kaja sa ilalim ng turrets ng Signal Ultra Wires. So medyo delikado yung kanyang pwesto dito as Hate is there. And makukuha nila yung kill on the Akai. That's for the Tams.
At sa side naman ng Signal Ultra Warriors, yung bottom lane, hindi nila napansin dahil sobrang busy nila si Pew. Mukhang manatap yata. They repeated the reverse time and also damage from the time bombs. Dian, we were able to secure that kill. But as I was saying earlier, si Flap, objective pa rin. Dalawa agad ang nakuha niyang turret away from SXP and he does have the BOD. So as early as that, makapag-dish out agad siya. The physical damage and the Ring of Order taking down the Diggy away for the next 20 seconds.
Pero again, no, ito yung pinag-uusapan natin kanina. The firepower of Signal Ultra Wars is strong when they're going for pick-offs. If it's team fight, it's really favorable on the side of SUHA Execution Punishers. Yung damage nila darating pa na late game. Pero right now, SUHA Execution Punishers is abusing the fact na walang kayang lumaban sa kanila. Even though nag-fail yung maneuver against Bruno on the top lane, alam kasi nila na hindi sila kaya basta-basta pwedeng labanan ng Signal Ultra Wars. Yes, numbers down yung X-Borg, pero after that, Signal.
Kumbaga parang hinihintay lang nila na gamitin agad ni Disan na yung yung 10-blade shadow blade combo niya.
Yeah.
Then after that, once wala ng incandescence, ang hirap na agad makatakas. And I think he went for the retribution. So again, once na nag-retribution ka kay Grosjean talaga, you need to heavily rely in your incandescence para makatakas eh.
One problem that Signal Ultra Wars is facing is the sustainability of the Tams and the Esmeralda. Even the Lunox, kaya Necklace of Durance muna binili ng Sanya. Pero nakikita niyo pa rin yung presence ni Eto Max dito. By the way, naka-Durance na yun ha. Naka-Durance na yung cushion and hindi pa rin kaya si Sanya. Wala ng combo rito and Eto Max is able to take down the Kaja. Buhay pa ba siya dito? And Flap will be able to take down the Tams. Pero Hate gets the follow-up. Di Sanya, hindi nalalabas yung combo niya rito. He had the incandescence pero sabi niya, hindi ko kaya to. Kaya on the bottom lane is trying to defend against Dian and Lord, but they're gonna be able to take down the outer turret of Signal Ultra Wars on this bottom lane.
Ang ganda ng pagkakakontrol dito ng SXP. They've just bought a lot of time for the rest of the crew na i-push down yung bottom lane. Now that the bottom lane is already exposed, they need to delegate at least one more hero sa side ng CUW para hindi lang mahutasan sila lalo sa bottom lane. Pati,
Thank you po sa pagpunta.
Well, tingin ko, it's a little bit of a mistake sa side din ng Signal Ultra Wires dito, yung pagkaka-divine judgment para kay Eto Max. Kasi nung pa-retract na yung Shadow Blade slaughter niya, it should be enough for them to kill. Pero hindi tumama yung pure damage, kaya nakapag-pop ulit ng Cotrant and for dito si Tams. So, a little bit of miscommunication sa side din ng CUW. And that's what they get. Ito yung magiging return nila. Butas yung bottom lane. The Lord is already exposed. They have a proper positioning sa side ng SXP.
Lord! Being the front line here for SUHA Execution Punisher. Falling Stormer, walang tinamaan mga kaibigan. Pero Disanya is he gonna be able to take down the X-Borg here? Yes, he is. Yes, he will. Pero si May, lumalaban dito against si Akai. May immortality si Esan dito. Pero on the backlines, mapapatay ni Pew. Si Lunox Kaja was taken down by the Esmeralda. Pero hinahabol na yung Bruno dito. Falling Stormer, hindi na naman kakabit. Pero enough na to close the gap against the Bruno. And 3 heroes down for both teams. Disanya nag-aabang ng iko-combo dito. Pero wala na sila makikita. Flap is again playing the objective game here for Signal Ultra Warriors.
Ito yung ganda ng pagkaka-egg dance dito ni Diggy. Talagang binibigyan niya ng information yung CUW para ma-catch out, or rather yung SXP para ma-catch out yung target nila, which is the Bruno. And hindi ka rin pwedeng mag-TP rin kasi niyan kapag nag-ano ka habang nag-egg dance ka, yung 555 damage niya is still enough for you, or it's enough for you to cancel the TP.
Yep, so hindi talaga makalis yung Signal Ultra Warriors. Pero one good thing that is going for them is the Joe. Again, hindi pa natin pag-uusapan yung counter-objective nila dito. Yung Tams natin, forced to go to the top lane, pero this is an advantage for Signal Ultra Warriors. Kaya nagmamadali na si Eto Max bumaba. The Joe is already in the middle lane. Pwedeng lumaban yung Signal Ultra Warriors dito. Unfortunately, medyo malayo si Bruno.
Oo, talagang naghihintay lang din ng pagkakataon dito yung Signal Ultra Warriors. Try to contest it. Pero syempre, tinating makakapasok nga ba dito yung Signal Ultra Warriors.
Times journey, be committed here, and hindi sila makakontrol. Nung sayaw ni Eson, mapapatay nila si Diggy rito. Pero this is over already for Signal Ultra Warriors. The burst na gamit na nila lahat ng pangtipat nila. Yung pauhuli dito ni Hate and the Esmeralda.
Salamat sa inyo pagpunta, bro.
May punish yung Signal Ultra Warriors. Mapapatay ni Joe. Yung dalawang mage natin, yung strength, yung firepower ni Flap at this moment, sobrang sakit na nung Cho.
Medyo late lang din talaga yung pagkakarating dito ni Flap, but still enough for them to clear out 3 enemy heroes aside ng SXP. Now this is the opening that they're waiting for with the cannon. Eto Max trying to control and burst out the cannon, removing that backdoor protection, but he's still up against 3 enemy heroes to make that 2 with the arrival. Ang sakit naman talaga nung Shadow Blade Slaughter dito with a nice protection from Dian. The damage and the sustain as well. Itomax still moving forward, trying to look for Flap. But unfortunately, sobrang bilis agad ni Flap dito habang yung Lord is push dun sa may bottom lane.
Oh my God! By the way, nakadurance yung vision.
Nakadurance po yung vision nun.
Grabe! Sobrang kulat mga kaibigan ng heroes ng SUHA Execration Punishers.
Meron siyang Queen Wings.
Yeah.
At plus the Bloodlust. And I think he went for the Festival of Blood. Yes, he does. So that's additional 10% skill, life steal.
I like this one, Blade Armor. Sige, subukan mong sipain. Yung Tamsito, masasik na mababali yung paa ni Flap.
Kasi ang dami nga rin may sustain, you know. It's all about the life steal, which is yun yung wala kapag Cho. Yes, the damage is there, but you're up against a more sustainable hero. But still, SXP, kung sinusubukan nilang i-push down, i-take down itong tier 2 turret sa top lane, pero wala na silang minions. But it gave them a little bit of opportunity for them to have an access dun sa may jungle area. So, if naman hinabol sila dito, nabasag kaagad yung Pirago Armor Flap moving forward with the hit critical strike dun sa may likod ng ulo ni X-Borg. Ang mukhang tinamahan naman siya, May, with the sword spike. He needs to play carefully. He will be forced to back off.
It's the X-Borg overstaying his welcome here against Signal Ultra Warriors. Hindi niya expect na ganito kasakit yung Cho and umabot yung huling sipa rito from the Jit Kundo and lot of damage. Grabe yung crit, 1,600.
1-6. At talking about crits, si Pew meron ng Scarlet Phantom. So pumuputok na dito yung ano niya, yung mga criticals niya and getting that additional attack speed.
Oh my God, ang sakit.
Ang sakit na yan, men. Kung parang talagang it's all about criticals sa side ng Signal Ultra Warriors.
And there's already the fleeting time on this Goshen. So the combos will be more potent here for Signal Ultra Warriors. Mas maraming mailalabas na blades. Si Goshen dito, more chances of winning.
More chances of winning. More blades, more chances of winning. Pero men, kasakit agad dito ng ng blade armor. Isipin mo, si Bruno malambot siya. Pero pag tumama yung critical niya, at mali yung tinarget niya with the blade armor, there's a very big chance that they can kill few with the deflect.
Eto Max, being the front line once again here for SUHA Execution Punishers. Nakita niyo naman nasaktan, sinipa lang ni Flap. Yung thumbs natin, nasaktan siya kagad.
Laro pa, hindi ko ma-imagine. Tingin ko, para kay Bruno dito, they really need to prioritize the targets without the blade armor. At habang naghahabulan, Jit Kundo knocking up Itomax, but Itomax still is way too fast without the molten sights. So control lang talaga, hindi nila iniiwanan dito na maging alone si Flap. Since they understand na kapag naiwanan si Flap dito, it is a very easy turret take sa side ng Signal Ultra Warriors kapag uncontested.
Yeah, stalemate na to, pwede nilang iwan yung Zams against the Cho and make a rotation here on the top lane as for. Mabilis din naman kasi nakakapunta yung Zams dito for the side of SUHA Execution Punishers, but that's the case as well for Signal Ultra Warriors. So kahit anong mangyari, 5v5 magiging engagement natin unless makahuli ng isa dito yung Signal Ultra Warriors.
Isang Divine Judgment lang plus the Shadow Blade Slaughter combination, that should be enough. Kaso hindi si X-Borg yung magiging priority dito. I think Hate is the best target on the side of Signal Ultra Warriors. They knew that Few is there. At meron ding time bombs dito si Diggy.
Alam nila na may tao dito, hindi secure yung tiramaan ng bomba ni Diggy natin. Pero look at the damage coming out from Few. Grabe na sasaktan yung X-Borg natin.
Sabi mo, Ferago Armor. Pag nawala agad yung Ferago Armor dito, mahihirapan silang initiate. And talking about initiation, here comes the Hurricane Dance, forcing out to flicker away from SXP.
May, again, walang tiramaan yung Falling Storm, pero they will chase down this Akai. Unfortunately, hindi yan yung target na hinaharap nila. This is 5v5 here for both teams. Look at the damage coming out from this Diggy and Few. Ayan na ginamit yung Divine Judgment, pero the Dance is there. Pero look at the damage output of SUHA Execution Punishers. Napatay kagad yung Gushion natin, pero si Flap sa may backlines pinapatay. Si Esmeralda, mapapatay nila si May. Pero D on the backlines as well. X-Borg chasing down his heroes, pero the damage output from Signal Ultra Warriors is so much. The Bruno.
Si Few ang kati.
Oh my God, napakasakit ni Few.
Grabe mamen, pati ang ganda ng pagkaka-equalize dito ng Signal Ultra Warriors. Alam nila na binato na ng skills, lahat ng skills ni Esmeralda and also sa side ng SXP. And they're just waiting for the right moment to engage. And this is what they're looking for. Wala na silang ultimates, makakapag-fleet na dito si Bruno, and they're able to win that last skirmish.
Yep, and on that specific team fight, yung Sams natin lumayo sa kanyang mga kampe. So hindi siya nakapag-follow up here for SUHA Execution Punishers, and that allowed Few to have a very outstanding position there. Kasi nung lumabas si Sams sa team fight na yun, nakatayo siya sa gitna eh. Lahat ng direksyon na titignan niya, may target siya. So kahit hindi niya pansinin yung Sams, yung yung nasa harap lang niya, makita lang niya, yun na talaga yung tatargetin niya.
Yun talaga yung main target niya dito. At ang hirap tagang habulin dito ni Bruno kung tutusin. With his mobility from those dashes, well, kahit na burst out dito si Desanya, it was a very, questionable position for him. But then again, with the sustainability, with the enough damage, they're able to pick off the priority targets, disabling the Diggy. Since wala na silang Diggy, wala silang time bomb, wala na silang reverse time, that's a nice opportunity for Signal Ultrawires to fight.
Pero si Cho pa rin talaga.
Cho,
yung nagbuhat doon. I think we would all agree na it was all the back of Cho's performance kasi yung objective, yung counter-objective na ginagawa nila against Signal, against SUHA Execution Punishers, it doesn't allow SUHA to have this very intense objective gaming kasi kapag nakita mo yung mapa, laging may trade-off. And kapag tumori naman, yung SUHA Execution Punishers dito, yes, malakas silang bumasag, pero mas malakas bumasag yung Cho kahit mag-isa lang siya.
Pati meron siyang wind talker, so sobrang bilis niya rin talagang gumamit ng, or rather umatake. Talagang more on prioritizing the takedowns or the tower turrets from for Flap here. 912 at the moment, at siya yung pinakamataas na tower damage.
Now, there you go, the MVP of that specific match. It is the Cho on the hands of Flap. 912 is the KDA, and look at the damage still. Sobrang taas niya na for a Cho.
For a Cho, 35,000. Building damage of 22,420 and damage received of 51,696. Pati talaga, si Cho talaga yung nagbigay dito ng impact na para, okay, ako yung pansinin nyo, hindi yung core hero namin. Kahit nahihirapan si Few early game sa Bruno niya, umikot siya ng umikot, but yes, you still have the presence na apat agad sumasalubong kay Few. Pero naiiwanan si Flap. And that's the opportunity that they're looking for. Okay, sige lang, hanggat pinapansin niyo si Few, nakapag-farm ako, na-take down agad nila yung dalawang turrets sa bottom lane. That really disabled S6P.
And grabe, yung huling team fight din yung tinarget na yung Esmeralda. And very big question sa akin, yung naging performance ng Esmeralda dito. Majority of the Stormers didn't hit. And it allowed Signal Ultrawires to have this very good punish against them. And na-claim nga nila yung second game dito. Pero the question is still gonna be answered here for our last game. Sino ba talaga ang tunay na late game king? Yan ang sasagutin natin sa pagbabalik ng The Nationals.
Shoutout sa'yo, Marvin. Shoutout sa'yo, Marvin Barcelona. Salamat po sa pagpunta. Guys, dyan muna kayo guys ha.
And we're back now here in the Nationals. Alongside with me is Bluff C from Signal Ultra Warriors. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, first question. Ano yung nangyari dun sa first game natin? Ano yung mga ginawa ng players mo para makabawi na second game?
Actually, kasi nung first game, isang error lang yun eh. Tapos doon na nagsimula lahat. Nagkaroon ng miscommunication between doon sa pag-gank ng mga cores and tanks doon sa side ni Flap. And then, ayun, medyo kami doon. Pag dito, yun yung miscommunication. And then, it leads to, natalo.